Hey, how you doing, eighth graders? This is the video for those of you guys in my Monday, November the 2nd class and my Tuesday, November the 3rd class. So we are doing something a little bit different today. So we will not have a bell ringer, but we are going to do something called I Side With, where you guys are going to have an opportunity to figure out which political party you actually align most with. So what I need you to do first is make sure you go on here, do your attendance, please. So take the moment, pause this, go on, take your attendance, okay? So you're gonna be able to get to the I Side With in two ways. You can get to it through the presentation or from the link right here. But I'm gonna just jump into this presentation real quick, just to make sure that we cover just a few things that you may need to know. So today's question that you're going to hopefully be able to answer is, which political party do your beliefs align with? So hopefully you will have an idea of which one you most likely align with. In my earlier classes, because we took a poll on this, half the class was actually surprised after they completed the short little quiz which political party it said that they most align with. So hopefully you might be surprised too. So a quick reminder, guys, remember tomorrow we do not, I'm sorry, this is a video not for Tuesday, but for Thursday's class. So we do not have school tomorrow. So make sure that you guys get all those adults in your lives to go out and vote if they have not already. So this is one that I just want you to think of. We did a poll in class, so you can just think of the answer. If you were old enough to vote in the 2020 election, presidential election, who would you vote for? So just think about that in your head. Obviously, now that I just asked the question, you should have somebody in mind. And who would you have voted for? We watched this video. I'm not going to show you this little song parody, but these guys do a pretty good job of the political parties rap, and they explain what the Democratic Party is, what the Republican Party is. They even go all the way back to the beginning of our government, where we had Federalist and Democratic Republicans, and talked about those parties, even talked about the Whigs, the formation of the modern day Democrat and Republican parties as well. So it's actually a pretty informational. And once you get past the fact that the dudes are kind of goofy, once you get past that, they have a lot of good information. So I'd strongly suggest clicking on that and watching the video. So with the I Side With, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to click on the link here. And remember, if it doesn't open up, you can always get to it directly through the Canvas site as well, because there's a link there. So you're going to go to I Side With, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to go through, and there are a series of questions. This will not take as long as you think. All right. So you're going to go through and you're going to answer these questions. So the very first question is asking you, should government increase spending on public transportation? Now, if you don't understand what's going on, or you don't understand the question, you can just click on this, learn more. You click on that and it'll give you information on what the question is asking you, so you can get a little bit more information so you can answer that. So you can do one of three things. You can answer yes, I agree with public transportation, and think about that would be in Lexington, that would be buses, but in a lot of areas that would include subway and things like that as well. So any type of transportation that's run by the government would be public transportation. So yes, no, or you can click on other stances, and you can see that there's a number of other stances with different yes or no's. Some of them give you, well, yeah, I would agree with it, but only for certain things. So if you find one in here, you can click on that. If you really don't have a stance, you can add your own stance, click on that, and then you just put, hey, don't have a stance on it, and that's fine. So you're just going to go through. You're going to answer all those as you go down through. You'll get to the bottom. It'll ask you who you would vote for in our senator race, who you would vote for in our representative race, and then who you'd vote for president. And then you go down here, talk about the qualities you'd want to find in a candidate. You can select as many or as few as you want. And then you click on show my results. And what it will show is it will show you which political party that you most affiliate with based off of your answers to the questions. It also will show you which candidate you would most likely want to vote for. So it's very, very interesting, and it was very, very insightful. When you get finished with that, I need you to do one last thing. You're going to come and you're going to take the survey that's in here. So that, again, is in here in your module. So when you come here, you would come here and take this quick little survey quiz. It's one question, and it's just asking whether you were surprised or not. So I'll hit the preview so you guys can see this. So it's just asking, did you get the party you were expecting? I was surprised. I was not surprised. you just send that in, because right now about 50% of my kids were actually surprised by the results of the eye side width. So it is important that you answer them as truthfully as you possibly can. Remember, click learn more if you don't understand the question that they're asking. So that way you can try to be as informed as possible, just like you will want to be when you become old enough to vote. So remember, this is the class for my November 2nd, and it would be my November 5th class, because I won't see my Tuesday, Thursday kids until November 5th. So if you guys have any questions, as always, reach out to me in this inbox and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. And you guys have a good rest of the day.